and welcome to Born Football TV. My name is Aron Malolo. I'm your host. Before we go any further, please subscribe, like, turn on the notifications button so that next time we post a video, you're the first person to know. And don't be scared to leave a comment down by the comment section. Let's talk and see what we can engage each other on. We're going to be looking into game week 3. Before I do that, let me just welcome our resident analyst, Nhlayisi. Chief, welcome.
Man, it's good. It's good to be here, man. It's a beautiful day. We're on the sports field. It's just good vibes, man. We're just having good vibes. Yeah.
And for those of you who are wondering, I don't know if you can see behind us, we're in Soweto. We're live in UJ Stadium, Soweto. Yeah, Chief, this game week 3, we have Arsenal playing City, we have Chelsea playing Liverpool, and we also have Wolves playing Man United. So I think we'll start with the Man City playing Arsenal game.
Yeah, obviously it's gonna be the first game that we're gonna be watching. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna play in half
Half
past
past
one.
one, yes.
Yeah, so I think I'm just expecting the same result and Man City win.
Yeah.
I don't see Arsenal surviving that game. The only way Arsenal can survive that game is only if they hold back, they stop their playing at the back strategy
Yeah.
and just park the bus, man. Just park the bus. Let Man City attack, and then when you get the ball, you attack,
Yeah.
and then you
Counter.
you get your fast players, you get your Martinelli, you get your Aubameyang, you get your Saka in there, so that you can be able to go on the counter. Otherwise, I don't see them surviving the match if they're gonna be trying to play against Man City, because they are Man City light and they are playing against Man City Pro.
Yeah.
So so I
Basically, because even the coaches, that's
think
Pep light.
is Pep light, the team is Man City light. So the only way they can survive that game, and it's only if they just
Yeah.
pack the bus, make sure they don't really try to copy Man City,
Yeah.
because they won't survive. They
Yeah.
won't survive on
But
the
now-
possession.
But now, question: do you think Arsenal has the ability to absorb the pressure? Because I mean, now, when I'm thinking, we are talking of Grealish here. We are talking of Gabriel Jesus who's on form. We are talking of Phil Foden. We are talking of Fernandinho there in the middle. There's Ike Gundogan. You see, we can just keep on naming the players. Do you think Arsenal has the ability to absorb that pressure and use the counter of City to their advantage?
It will all come to the experience of the players.
Yeah.
And most of the Arsenal players are inexperienced. Because if you're gonna be absorbing pressure, you have to be able to accept that we're not gonna be on the ball.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be playing. We're not gonna be
Position.
playing football. We're
Yeah.
not really gonna be playing football. We're just gonna let them keep the ball and then absorb all the pressure. They just have to make sure that they pack the bus. They make sure they defend using five. They make sure that the midfielders are defensive midfielders. Like even the young players, man, they just have to like it has to get into their heads
Yeah.
that we're not going to play football. We're not gonna have fun. Like it won't be a fun game for Arsenal. It will have
It's
to.
gonna be a fight.
Yeah, they have to fight for the points. Likely enough, in my own way, I think
The best they
the
can
best
get.
the best they can get is a draw, man. It's a draw.
Actually,
A nil draw in that matter. 'Cause
actually, I pushed you towards that answer because that's what I was thinking in my mind. I'm like, the best these guys can get in this game
Yeah.
is a draw, and I don't know how.
it's a nil draw. They have
Yeah.
to get a nil draw. They haven't
They
scored a
have
goal.
to stop City from scoring, which is another war.
Imagine they didn't score against Brentford. Do you wanna score again? Are you gonna score
Against City.
City? Oh man,
Which has the best defense? Because there's Diaz, there's Laporte, and besides Laporte, there's also Stones. There's Kyle Walker, there's João Cancelo, who has been playing all over. There's Zinchenko, who Pep has not been playing.
please don't mention Mendy. Don't mention Mendy. Don't mention that guy.
So, like you said, I think also the best way these guys can win this game, it would be a miracle, really.
Yeah.
Park the bus and they utilize those chances. When City loses the ball, they take the ball and they throw it to Aubameyang to score. Well,
They just have to play a long ball to the
Yeah,
strikers, long
long ball
balls.
like that.
Yeah.
okay, well, I think we have done justice to that game. Now we head to the big game,
The big fish.
the big fish of the of game week 3. It's Liverpool against Chelsea. Now let me give them a background. Chelsea won 2 games, 2 clean sheets. Liverpool won 2 games, 2 clean sheets. And we have seen some players emerging from both these teams. We have seen Lukaku on debut, he scored. We saw Virgil van Dijk coming back, being that guy that they needed.
Now they're stronger. Yeah.
So
And I'm just thinking that like obviously Liverpool are a high a high defensive team.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
like they
yeah.
play they play they defend high on like obviously they use a high line to defend,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm just thinking, are they really gonna be using the high line against against Chelsea? Because if you look at Chelsea, man, those guys can really defend, and when they hit you on a counter, they although Chelsea are a good hold position team, we're the most deadliest on counters. Because if they're gonna play a high line, and Chelsea, let's say they play Werner with Lukaku there, with the speed of even Mason Mount is a bit faster. If Rhys James is able to play, I don't think they're gonna survive the match. But I'm just being biased because I'm a Chelsea fan. So yeah,
But another thing that we've observed from Liverpool throughout these years, the way they mark, I don't know if you've realized, they put pressure on the other team. So I don't know if that is something that Chelsea will be able to absorb. I know you guys have the best defense. You play a 3-4-3 position, which is an advantage because you're able to drop these guys, which is usually your Rhys James and your Marcos Alonso. You are able to drop those guys and they help the defense. So I don't know if you guys will be able to absorb that pressure, considering the fact that Jota is on form, Alexander Arnold is on form. In our previous video, you mentioned Tsimikas. The boy is on form, he's assisting.
Yeah.
So
for this one, I think if I have to be honest, the best way to really stop, let me just say Mo Salah, is just put in Ben Chilwell there. Because I don't think Marcus Alonso will be able to defend against the speed of Mo Salah on the
Yeah.
right side. And then obviously we have to put on this James on the side because I don't think Cesar Azpilicueta would be able to handle the speed of Mane.
Yeah.
Because if you look at how Liverpool play, they use mostly their wingers.
Yeah,
Like they are using
They
mostly
stretch the team.
yeah, they stretch the team. They use their wing backs, they use their wingers. So every time it's almost like those guys are playing on the wing side. Like always Trent is trying to cross the ball.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's gonna even work because if you look at our defense, we have Rudiger, we have Christensen, we have Cesar Azpilicueta. They won't win on the aerial. It won't be like how they played against the previous team, like
Yeah.
the way Jota scored a goal.
Yeah.
Like it won't be that simple, man. So I don't know, man. It's all up to Tuchel how he'll set up his team.
Yeah.
Like it's all up to his because the squad depth at Chelsea, man.
Yeah, no, the squad
it's
depth
too
is
much.
just amazing.
It's too much.
Because you see, with all this defense that you've been counting, there's still Thiago Silva.
There's
That
Bro.
you see. Okay, now question. This is one thing that I've realized about Mo Salah, and I'm not sure if maybe some of our people have seen it. Mo Salah shoots. If you see most of his goals, it's not spectacular.
Yeah.
It's because when the guy gets a chance, he shoots.
Yeah.
First game, he was shooting. I'm reminded of a game when they were playing against Leeds, the first game last season. They won 3-2 in that game. The game that
4-3.
yeah, 4-3. The game that won the game that Salah scored that won them the game. Salah kicked and then the guy was trying to hold it, the keeper for Leeds was trying to hold it, and then it went from his hands. You can see that actually it was not a goal, it was a mistake from the keeper. But because Salah shoots and he has shot, so I don't know what is the plan, how are you guys going to stop that? Because every time the guy gets a ball, he shoots.
Yeah, but I don't think if you look at how Chelsea plays, man, you don't really get so many chances to shoot. Like those guys will kick you. Like if you look at how
Yeah,
if you look at Cesar Azpilicueta, if you look at Rudiger, if you look at James, those guys will kick you.
Yeah.
Like they won't give you if they play Kante.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll be able to kick the ball? I don't think so, man. Even the guy who they're always mentioning for the Ballon d'Or, even though I don't agree with it. That guy is too soft, Jorginho. I don't think he's too soft for marking and everything. So if they're gonna play Jorginho, I think they should have Kante in there, like so that we can be solid, so that we can be able to mark. We can be able to mark the ball. So, but although Let me just stop talking about Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get to Liverpool. I think Liverpool on this match, I think they need the likes of Thiago Alcantara,
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
need
yeah.
someone who's gonna penetrate the defense using a
Exactly,
pass. Because
exactly.
our defense is really hard to
To
penetrate, man.
penetrate, yeah,
They are really hard to penetrate. That's
yeah.
one of the most solid
In
defense
the
in
league,
the league.
in the league.
So that's where you need as a really creative
Yeah.
player like Thiago Alcantara.
Alcantara, yes.
You need players like okay,
Fabinho,
Fabinho.
yeah.
Exactly. You need players like Fabinho. Okay, you can put on your Henderson there just for strength.
Yeah, yeah, for strength
Yeah, for
as a
strength at
central
the back.
defender.
Yeah, for strength at the back. Because obviously they're gonna need help for if let's say Robertson is not back,
Yeah,
they're gonna on not Robertson. Let's say on the side Trent.
yeah, Trent
I
Alexander.
think I think we'll expose that guy even on this game if there's not someone to actually back him up,
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
that
yeah,
guy
yeah, true.
goes in forward too much, and then on the counter we're too fast on the counter.
Yeah,
So I think they need a really solid central defensive midfielder.
central defense, yeah.
Yeah. So
Who will be
yeah.
able to also cover, like you were saying. I like what you said. When because I think that has been Henderson's role. Every time this guy Alexander Arnold goes forward, he drops so that he covers for him. Because I think in many games we have seen that he has been exposed that defensively is a bit shaky. Take away nothing from him going forward. The guy is good. The assists, the crosses, he's the guy there.
Like it
But
creates.
defensively, yeah, he's a creator. But defensively, I think is been exposed. But scoreline for you, of course, Chelsea is winning for you.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna win this one, I think the scoreline would have to be 2-1 for me.
Okay,
2-1 for Chelsea.
2-1 for
Um
Chelsea, ne?
so okay, can I ask you this question? Do you
Yeah,
think
please.
okay, do you think if one of these teams, let's say Liverpool wins against Chelsea, do you see them as a contender for winning the league? Or if Chelsea wins against Liverpool, do you think that makes them a hard contender for winning the league?
Wow, that's a good question. Uh, I think we would make that because for me, I don't think Liverpool has really been tested. They played, was it Burnley? They played first game.
Yeah.
Second game they played
Norwich.
Norwich.
Yeah.
You see, so for me, I don't think they've really been tested. So that is why, in my mind, I'm thinking the real test is coming this weekend for both these teams. Of course, you guys won against Arsenal. Arsenal is not on form; they're weak. You see, so for the purpose of this conversation, we can say Arsenal is a small team. You see, so yeah, so I think the team that will win this game, we can boldly say they're going to be the contenders for the league. So, and for me, I don't know. Maybe it will look like we are biased, but for me as well, I see Chelsea winning this one. But my problem is, how are you guys going to stop Mo Salah? How are you guys gonna stop Mo Salah? But briefly, I want us to talk about Man United. They are playing Wolves, and we know during the years how Wolves has always been a problem. Of course, they've dropped form, and also United dropped points this past weekend against a small team, Southampton, who sold their best striker, Danny Ings, to Aston Villa. You wouldn't expect really United to draw against such a team. I was really disappointed, to be honest. But do you see United redeeming themselves from that game, also thinking about how Pogba has been so good and everything like that?
I think the loss you got, is it
Yeah,
yesterday?
yeah, yeah. Yesterday, the
I
draw,
think that was a
the
way.
draw.
I think that was yeah, the draw you got. I think that was a wake up call, that
Yeah,
you can't really take your foot off the
exactly.
gas.
Oh, yeah,
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 like I think players like Martial are going to get benched. I think Ole is going to actually try to get a reaction out of that match. Like I think you guys are gonna react. Like
yeah,
we want to show you that the last match was just us not being really consistent, but we here to stay. Like which gonna challenge for the league.
yeah,
So I think he's gonna play his best guys. He's gonna be. I'm also eager to see Varane play.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
don't
he's
know why I
gonna
haven't
play. I don't
started.
know why he hasn't started, because he's a defender. Like you don't need so many link ups with a defender, man. Just let the guy get in and play. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
So I think I'm just hoping he puts in the likes of Essential, the likes of Cavani,
yeah.
the likes of even is Rashford fit?
Cavani. I'm not sure if he's match fit because
Uh,
he's not been playing the past few
yeah,
games.
he hasn't even
Maybe
been playing.
even Van de Beek. I mean, the
Yeah,
guy.
even Van de Beek is good. I think he should just stop experimenting on the like giving guys a chance. Like, okay, I'm gonna give Martial a chance because he once good. I think he should just go in with his best
Yeah,
11,
go in with your best 11.
win the match, rest those guys, and
Yeah,
then bring in those guys after you won 2-0, 3-0 on the 60
yeah.
something minutes right there. You
But
see,
but now question: don't you think Wolves is actually more hungry for this game? Just briefly, Nje, because of our time. Don't you think Wolves is more hungry for this game because they're coming from a loss, and even in the game they played against Tottenham, they were just missing chances, and their best strikers back. Jimenez is back, and Traore was really impressive in that game. Don't you think they are more hungry for these points?
they might be hungry for these points, but I don't think they're gonna survive. I don't think they're gonna survive the match, man. I don't
Okay.
see them winning. I don't even see them drawing the match.
Yeah.
Because if we look at even Traore, we can even talk about Traore being impressive, but he's more like Timo Werner. He's fast, but he
Yeah.
can't score.
Thank you. Thank you very
So
much.
so I don't.
Because he missed a big chance.
He missed the
He
big
missed a big chance
yeah,
yesterday.
yesterday. He missed the big like it was one on one with the
One on
goalkeeper.
one with the keeper.
One on one
Like
without
he-
any pressure all behind you, like you were out.
I
Like,
didn't understand that. Why didn't you just finish the keeper?
or finish the keeper
Exactly.
score freely. Like, you're a striker.
I was really disappointed in that. Bruh.
And you're fast.
I'm
If you
telling
can
so.
hit, if you
You are
can hit,
fast.
you're fast. Like, he's the
You
fastest
just
guy in
and
the,
then you run with the ball.
he's the fastest guy in the Premier League.
Exactly.
Just hit the ball on the side and
On
then
the side and
for
you
it.
run.
Run for it, score a free goal. That's it. So that's why I'm gonna say Man United are gonna win this one.
Yeah.
Even Wolves, they're still a working process. They lost their coach, so
yeah.
they're still a working process. Like, they are still taking in the philosophy of the new coach, and I don't think it's working yet.
Yeah.
I don't think it's working. So it's a Man United win for me.
Okay, for this week, that's it from us, from me and Nhlayisi. Be sure to turn on the notifications button. If you are angry like us from that moment of Traore one-on-one with the keeper, I mean, express your feelings down by the comment section. Tell us how you feel, you see. Let's just have a conversation and
We'll also be happy to
Yeah.
have these conversations
we'll
with you.
we'll be very happy to have these
yeah, we'll
conversations
engage
with
with you on these conversations. Like, we're always checking there.
The conversation continues from here. So thank you very much for watching this video. From me and Nhlayisi, it's God bless.